What's up, KS kids? So today we are trying this Raichu with the Mega Y mode. What's up, KS kids? We are cooking up some very spicy sets today. We are trying a very interesting Raichu Y team. This Raichu Y is the standard fake out Focus Blast Zap Cannon set with Protect, but it is a very bulky Raichu here. 30 in HP and 23 in defense. Unfortunately, Raichu is very frail, and everyone and their mama's gonna try to get rid of it in one shot. However, we have some very key calcs with this spread. So to start off, a -1 Life Orb Garchomp doing an Earthquake, it will survive one of those as long as it's intimidated. Another calc to know is that it will survive a Sucker Punch from a King Gambit, an Adamant 32, and yeah, so it's got some physical bulk to survive some attacks, right? We also have a Mamoswine with Life Orb, and this specific set, just note that an Ice Shard from this Mamoswine is going to one-shot Garchomps, it's going to one-shot Hydreigons, and as long as they're not fully invested, but Garchomps for sure, it can pick off some non-sash Whimsicots, and priority is always nice with Mamoswine. So you also have high horsepower. I found out through some games that high horsepower comes in very clutch, especially when you're next to Raichu. You don't want to Earthquake yourself, or you're forcing yourself to become predictable with the Protect Earthquake. So it will catch some off guard. Another thing to note is the Raichu is not max speed. So, you know, like a timid max speed Whimsicott will outspeed us. So keep that in mind. We have Clefable as our fairy type. The Unaware is so clutch with all the setup mons that are running around right now. You have the Nasty Plot, Delphox, you have the Shell Smash, Blastoise, you name it. There's a lot of setup mons right now, so Unaware is great, especially with Follow Me and Helping Hand support. Moonblast will still chunk Pokemon like Staraptor, so this is a very anti-Mega Staraptor Pokemon. You also have Ceruledge, which is super good against Charizard Y. You have the Colbur Berry, so you can resist those Kowtow Cleaves or Sucker Punches or Dark Pulses. Of course, you have Bulk Up, so when you do have an opportunity to set up, you can set up on your opponent. Priority, Shadow Sneak, and Bitter Blade for recovery, so it makes for a very nice setup mon. You can use Clefable or even Raichu to help it set up. On the alternative, we do have Mega Gyarados with Intimidate, and this is a very anti-rain Pokemon here. So you do have set up Dragon Dance. You can take advantage of the opposing rain for Waterfall, and Power Whip just OHKOs these Swampert. So Swampert can't touch Gyarados very hard. So it's very nice for those Swampert Pelipper teams. Also, we have a Sash King Gambit. Note that this is a max speed Adamant King Gambit, so it will outspeed after you paralyze them with Zap Cannon a lot of opposing enemies, like Mega Delphox, for example, or Mega Frostglass. Once you paralyze them, he will outspeed them. So yeah, just hope that we get some very fun matches, and let's see what we come across. Okay, so for our first game, we have opposing Raichu with Garchomp, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Charizard Y, and Grimmsnarl. So what do we want to do here? We are definitely, we don't like the opposing Raichu, so our Gyarados doesn't look very good here. What we can do is we can probably pop off the Whimsicott with Mammo and the Garchomp. I like Raichu Mamoswine lead because it covers pretty much most of their leads. We're oblivious, so the Intimidate will not matter. I don't want to lead King Gambit because we don't have Protect. And then Ceruledge is really nice against Charizard as long as we get rid of Raichu and Garchomp. And we can bring Clefable here for support, for redirection. King Gambit's okay, but yeah, we run out of time. It's okay, but I didn't feel like it was the best bring here. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Raichu Incineroar, okay. So what are you gonna do? They technically have double Fake Out on deck, right? We can very safely protect because remember that we technically we have a slower Raichu. So what I'm thinking is we Fake Out Raichu. Fake Out can still affect us, and high horsepower here. He can Fake us out with Incineroar, but then we just trade Fake Outs. Alright. We have the slower Raichu. We have to keep that in mind. Let's see, what do they do? We get our Fake Out. Did they Fake Out with Ensign? No. Okay. Got him. We got rid of Raichu. What does Incineroar do here? Flare Blitz? Okay. Well, there goes our Garchomp answer. Who do they bring in the back? Yeah, I don't like this. We are very weak to Garchomp here. I can bring in Clefable just to threaten the... yeah, there's Garchomp. To threaten the Moonblast. So how about we protect and Moonblast here. Maybe that's too telegraphed, but I cannot risk the Raichu here. They Earthquake their own Ensign. Well, thank you for getting rid of your own Ensign. And they only chunked at us less than 50%, so we're doing okay here. Okay. Who's in the back? They just forfeit. They just forfeit. GG's. Great game one. here we go. Game number 2. And we have both Delphox and Frostglass here. They're threatening Glimmora, they're threatening with Meowscarada, Sneasler, and of course they got my Milotic. We probably don't want to lead Gyarados for sure, but I feel like Raichu King Gambit lead is very nice here. Although Mamoswine is nice too. Given they have Meowscarada, I'm feeling like Clefable's usable. Mamoswine, I don't know. They do have 2 ground weaknesses, so we don't want to run out of time here, but we do have dark typing on Gyarados. This is what I'm thinking. Ceruledge checks Delphox and Frost, so as long as we get rid of Milotic, Ceruledge should be set up nicely. Glimmora Sneasler, okay. We don't have Protect on Gambit. We can go into Ceruledge here, and I want to Iron Head here, or we can Iron Head Sneasler. Let's get rid of Sneasler for the sake of Mamoswine in the back. Okay, we didn't fall for the spiky shield. I don't understand that play. Yeah, I don't understand that play. Interesting. Alright, we can bulk up and Sucker Punch here. I feel like that's okay. Glimmora can only attack 1, and it's not going to KO either one. I hope. Sneasler's down. We still have our Sash. Power Gem. Yep. Okay, we're +1. Delphox. Let's go ahead and protect. Who do we have in the back? We want to kowtow Cleave or Iron Head the Glimmora. I feel like they may be aggressive here. I don't want to set up spikes. I don't want to hit Glimmora and set up toxic spikes. I need my mons in the back healthy. Nice protect. Okay. Power Gem. Okay, so this is a Shadow Sneak. I want a Kowtow Cleave. I feel like they may do something like Nasty Plot or Sub. I've seen Sub. Even if they try to hit us with Heat Wave, we got our Sash. Okay. Did they attack? They did. Gave us Flash Fire, thank you. But I have a feeling that Ceruledge is going down here. Yeah, that's okay. It did its job. And now we're down to 2. Glimmora and who else? I feel like Mamoswine is good now. Yeah. What are the chances that Glimmora protects here? I think we double up into Meowscarada here. Right? No protects. Look at that. From a Life Orb Ice Shard. Beautiful double up. And now it's 3 against 1. Okay, you took a KO, but it's pretty much game over. Yep, we want to give ourselves as many chances to hit it as possible. Even if it hits Spiky Shield. Like we have Focus Blast, we have Sap Cannon. I'm not going to fake out here. I should be faster. And now I'm guaranteed faster with the Paralyze. Yep. I could have even Ice Sharded, but didn't matter. Yeah, so the key here was not getting Toxic Spiked. GG's. Okay, so our third match, we are facing Rain. Perfect. So this is the perfect opportunity to show off Gyarados here. So who do we want to lead? They do have Sinistcha, so there is a Trick Room component, and they have Pelipper. I think that Raichu lead is very threatening. We don't have to... Yeah, we don't have to Mega Gyarados here, I think. But on lead it's still good. I also think King Gambit's good here. And Clefable. Ceruledge and Mamoswine are very weak to the rain mode. So here we go. We will Mega depending on what their lead is. If I get to Power Whip a Swampert, I'll be very happy. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so what we can do, we can fake out Swamp. We can Dragon Dance too, to be honest. And then next turn we Protect and Power Whip. Right? I'm keeping my Raichu's Lightning Rod just in case. I should survive a Weather Ball if they decide to attack with Pelipper. Let's see what happens. No Protect. Dragon Dance. They're like, oh crap. Tailwind is fair. You're already faster than both of us. So what are you gonna do here? I'm going to protect from an Earthquake. And let's Power Whip. Swampert is at -1. I'm at +1. And I don't think Pelipper will stay, will it? Yeah. Charladon. Protect. Yeah, they want to get rid of that Raichu. Please let me hit. Oh my god, that is so nice. That is so nice. This is exactly what Gyarados is supposed to do. Now we're gonna bait the Electro Shot. They can. So let's think about this. They can take out Raichu here. What we can do is swap to Clefable and Protect. If Clefable goes down, I can bring back Raichu for Fake Out and or Protect, right? As long as I get my Lightning Rod. We survive the last respects, and they Electro Shot. They Electro Shot in front of the Lightning Rod. Maybe expecting it to go down. Yeah. So essentially, we survive a last respects plus. I'm still holding off on Mega in here. There's 2 turns of rain. And we want to let their Tailwind run out too. Last respect. Oh, that was a crit. Very unlucky crit, man. Very unlucky crit. We were not dying there. We were not. They got lucky. That's the game we play. That's the game we play. We had an advantage. We had the advantage here, folks. That sucks. Okay. And this is why I preserved. There's one turn of rain left. This is why I preserved my Mega. Let's go ahead and focus blast here. Will that kill though? I don't know if that kills. That messed us up, man. That messed us up. They can Aqua Jet the Raichu, but... Okay. Basculegion goes down. We still have a chance. It's Pelipper in the back. We want to double up our Chaladon here. We're going to double up our Chaladon. We have to. They may go for a double. They might. I want to kowtow in case they go for the double and I don't knock out. And if I do knock out, it will redirect to Pelipper. If they get the double, we're in a very bad spot. We already got crit. We already got crit. They don't go for the double. Okay, that's a KO. We got a crit back. I don't know if it mattered. It's not a full invested attack, so it may have mattered. But we got one, they got one. So it evens out here. I'm not complaining. Now we have a Pelipper sitting in front of a Raichu. Alright, this is locked in. Nothing you can do. GG's. I was worried for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I was worried. I thought I was going down after that crit, but we got it back. We got it back. Okay, game number 4. So they do have Arrow, and they do have Sinistcha for Trick Room, but they have very slow Mons. They have Sylveon, Kingambit, Incineroar, and then they have Sneasler. So I feel like Raichu Kingambit lead is very nice here. Raichu will threaten Arrow, and Kingambit will threaten Sinistcha. If they lead Incineroar, we get procced as well. I feel like Cerulege does very nice here because it pairs very well against the Sinistcha, against the opposing Sneasler. The only worry here is the dark types. And last, I think Mamoswine. We can also lead Mamo and Raichu, but let's try this out. Not a very common team, but they're pretty high up, so they're doing something, right? Okay, Arrow Sneasler. I have a feeling this may be like a faint Sneasler? What if we Zap Cannon here and Iron Head here? The reason I'm not targeting Arrow is because I can Ice Shard it. And they probably just want to fake out Tailwind here. If they fake out one of my Mons, that's fine. I still want damage on Sneasler. I don't know if it's Sash. From the preview, it looked like it may be the Sash Mon. Protect. Okay. Did we call it? Coaching. Okay. I'm glad we doubled into it now. Sneasler's down. So we got Coaching Arrow. Sinistra. So, is this bad? I don't know. I still want to Zap Cannon and Kowtow Cleave. Double up. If they Rage Powder, the Sinister is gonna take a lot of damage. Okay, they withdrew Sini. I don't understand that swap unless they just want to save healing for Arrow. Or they're trying to bait me. Rock Slide. Yep. This is where the bulk comes in very handy. Raichu flinched. Unfortunate. Okay. That flinch sucked. Okay. Let's protect Iron Head here. Yeah. Let's not get flinched. Let's not get flinched. Come on. Let's not get flinched. We should be faster. We got flinched. That's rough. That's rough. So all of their efforts are on this arrow here. We can hope for a miss. We can hope for a miss, but I'm not risking the back mons. Alright, they got 2 flinches. Give us at least a miss. Rock Slide miss. Rock Slide miss. Rock Slide miss. No miss. Double flinch. Where there's a Rock Slide, there's a flinch. We had him there. We had him. 100%. We had him. Okay, so I want to bulk up Ice Shard. They can Rage Powder here. They can. Do we call a swap and protect? He's probably protecting, right? Do we call it? I think we're behind, so let's just call it. Icicle Crash. I mean, iShard was gonna get redirected. We just have to dodge some slides. This sucks, man. This sucks. Yeah, we lost. Those flinches got us. But I mean, like, you gotta give our opponent some grace. They did what they needed to. Coaching into the arrow was very smart. I don't mind losing here. I mean, without the flinches, we were in a much better position. Raichu survived the first slide, and then we would have KO'd it back. Now we get a miss, but I don't think it matters. Sylveon will lock this down. Yeah, I don't think it matters. They may protect and just KO with Sylveon, right? So what's our best chance? Our best chance is we crit high horsepower because it's not gonna KO otherwise, and they protect the arrow. But they don't. Okay, GG's. They got us. Double flinch. GG's to Soresi. Very nice team. Very nice. Alright, so we went 3 victories and 1 loss. And our loss was a double flinch. Our Raichu survives a +1 rock slide from Mega Aerodactyl, and we got flinched. If we didn't get flinched, that Sap Cannon was going to delete it. And then the turn after, we get flinched on King Gambit. And we would have at least, at minimum, gotten a lot more damage in. But that's the game we play. Very nice to showcase this team. This was originally created by James Beak, but piloted by Justin Tang. And I thought that it was so genius. It's off meta, to be honest, but the bulk on Raichu makes you survive things you have no business surviving, that people don't expect you to survive, catching them off guard, and it gives you an extra opportunity to attack. And we showcased Gyarados versus Rain. We got unlucky crit, but that's the game we play. We crit them back right after, so it evens out. But we got to show how much Gyarados threatens these Swampert teams. And then of course, Mamoswine is one of my favorites with the Ice Shard. It's so strong with Life Orb. We got to show Clefable being supportive. It got one forfeit because of the Garchomp in front of it. It was amazing. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you got a really good idea of how to pilot the team. We do have the team code, team ID on the top and description. Hope you enjoy, and until next time.